Connecting with nature is a critical part of proper stress management. There is much to be said for spending time in nature. There are many studies that indicate that being out in nature can help us in many ways. It can help with stress reduction. It can help us to feel less anxious. Nature has a calming effect on us. If you think about the sounds of nature, they can be very soothing. If we think about colors, for example, the color green has been shown to have a calming effect on us. Similarly, the color blue can be also very calming to us. And if you think nature, of course, the sky is blue and plants are green. So it makes sense that exposing ourselves to nature, being amongst nature, has a calming effect on us. Sounds of nature can also have a very calming effect on us. But the flip side to that coin is the lack of noise pollution. When we are spending time in nature and enjoying the calming sounds associated with nature, maybe that's birds or water or even just the wind, what we're not experiencing at the same time is the noise pollution that is associated with being away from nature and our everyday lives, our busy everyday lives, and our experiences that are so often limited to being indoors. So as you can see, it's so important to incorporate nature into our experience as a way of effectively managing stress and properly reducing our stress. It's a no-brainer to say that it's in your best interest to make an effort to spend as much time in nature as possible. And I realize that that's easier for some people than for others. Some of us live in cities, others live outside of cities, but usually even when we live in cities, there are green areas where we can connect with nature. So it's important to make the effort of connecting with nature. That could mean anything from going to the park or going camping or going hiking or simply a walk in nature. There are many nature trails that are available for us to enjoy. It could mean something like gardening, where you are amongst plants and touching dirt and soil and experience the smells and the sights and the sounds of nature, even if you're in your own backyard. We can also benefit from incorporating nature into our indoor experience. What does that look like? Well, in the simplest forms, it means plants. Having plants in your house, having plants in your office. A great thing about having plants in your environment is that they have a very beneficial and symbiotic relationship with you, in that plants produce oxygen for us to breathe, and they take in the air that we breathe out, and many plants also clean the air in the area of where you place them. So there are so many benefits to having plants in your indoor area. Beyond enjoying plants in our indoor space, we can also connect with nature in more virtual ways. We can have images of nature, maybe that's pictures or paintings or maybe backgrounds on our computers. Those are all beneficial. There are many studies showing the benefits of looking at nature scenes, whether that be in pictures or on our computer screen. So even if you're not able to get out today, you can still enjoy the benefits of nature by taking some time to gaze at a beautiful image of nature, a landscape or plants or whatever it is that you find pleasing that's connected with nature. So even if you can't make it outside today, you can still have the benefits of connecting with nature in other ways. In addition to incorporating plants into our indoor space and images of nature, we can also benefit from having nature sounds when we are indoors. There's a reason why there are so many apps and music CDs and things like that that are essentially recordings of sounds of nature. Anything from the wind to water to bird sounds or other animal sounds. All of that can put our minds at ease. So whether you choose to close your eyes and spend some time listening to sounds of nature every day, or you combine that with looking at images of nature, or whether you choose to play sounds of nature in the background for the majority of your day, whatever you choose to do, there are benefits to all of that. And while the best thing is to actually go outside, breathe some clean air, experience some nature sounds and nature sights, we can still benefit on those days when we can't get out by incorporating nature in its different forms into our indoor spaces. So remember, plants, sounds of nature, and visual representations of nature, pictures, even short movies of nature scenes can be very pleasant to experience while you're indoors and simply can't get out that day. But whatever you do, it's absolutely up to you to connect with nature one way or another and do it on a regular basis. So no more excuses. If you can't get outside today, then do something to connect with nature indoor. But if you can go outside, go outside. There are many benefits associated with that. And the goal for all of us is to better manage the stress in our lives, to more effectively manage the stress in our lives and reduce the stress in our lives. And nature is a freebie, and it's available to everybody in one way or another. So make sure that you connect with nature today and every day.